The index case of anthrax disease in Nigeria. Vaccination is yet to begin, where that index case was reported in Suleja axis of Niger State. A visit to the farm was reported. We found out that more than 300 livestock are left after 3 cows died. Lara Fulayo has details.
The Gajiri community within the Suleja axis of Niger State, bordering the FCT. This is where the index case of the anthrax disease was reported. The journey to the affected farm isn't very smooth as the road is bad and we had to complete the journey by foot. We eventually arrived at the farm. So just behind me is the farm where the index case of the anthrax disease in Nigeria was first reported. The information we have so far is that the livestock had been dying over the last 2 weeks before the first case was officially reported. Not much appears to be happening within the facility as some veterinary doctors, security operatives and a handful of workers are seen discussing in a group. Dr. Hadiza witnessed events that led to the discovery of the disease here.
They noticed bleeding from orifices of some animals on the farm here. So we rushed over. The rapid response team of the Niger State Ministry of Livestock and Fishery. We came over and saw the animal. We took the samples and it was taken to MVRI Jos, VOM to be precise. And we later on got to know that the result is positive.
Though reports say the facility has been quarantined, the workers move in and out freely and the environment doesn't show signs of being condoned off. Dr. Adiza tells me no one from the Nigerian Center for Disease Control has been here, and so far none of the farm handlers have been tested by the appropriate authorities for possible infection. The veterinary officials, however, say the farm workers have been properly briefed on symptoms to look out for and what to do just in case there are signs of possible infection. She believes the situation can make do with much more attention than it's presently getting.
Our counterparts are supposed to have come down to check on that, but so far the major signs is especially the cutaneous one. We haven't seen anything on their skin, though it's still less than 6 days. That's when we are expected to start seeing those signs.
Even the person we meet here as a vet that is handling the farm, he's not being recognized as a vet doctor. So I don't know the way he handles the farm.
Some of the affected cattle were already killed and sold for consumption. Mapping is now being done to possibly trace the sold stock. This is with the motive of advising sellers and consumers appropriately on next actions to take.
We are on contact tracing. We are trying to trace, though they have mentioned places that the outlets they used to sell the sick animals or the slaughtered ones. So we have been visiting those slaughter houses and livestock markets, though there is not much of cooperation from them.
Right now, the commencement of vaccination on this farm and within other farms that are in close proximity to this area is being awaited. But while that is set to begin, the veterinary doctors are advising the Nigerian public to exercise caution when purchasing animal products for consumption. They say they should be mindful of where they purchase these commodities from and also observe the commodities adequately before purchasing them for consumption. Lara Fulayo, TVC News, Suleja.
And the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has declared war on tactics of ripening fruits with chemical products and hawking of drug across Nigeria. Abosade Adeniro Aderemi has details.
Consumption of fruit containing these impurities may cause a lot of danger to the body, number one.
Food and drug are important components for health and living. If not properly handled, they are capable of serious health risks. Now, NAFDAC is flagging off this media sensitization workshop on the dangers of drug hawking and ripening of fruits with carbide in Lagos.
Most of the drugs sold by the illiterate and semi-illiterate drug hawkers are counterfeit. They are substandard and often expired and therefore do not meet the quality. And drug hawkers also constitute serious threat to our national security.
According to 2022 WHO statistics, there is an estimated 600 million cases of foodborne illnesses annually, and an estimated 420,000 people around the world die every year after eating contaminated food. That's preventable death. Perhaps more chilling is the data that children under 5 years of age carry 40% of the foodborne disease burden, with 125,000 deaths every year.
The safety of the foods that we consume and the authenticity of the food is non-negotiable.
Disturbed about the dangers posed by drug hawking and use of calcium carbide in ripening fruits, NAFDAC says it is ready to wield the big stick in tackling the menace.
Those who are involved in this kind of nefarious activities are going to be apprehended and they will be prosecuted.
The agency is seeking the support of the media as stakeholders in combating the trend.
The workshop actually is an eye-opener for some of us who just go into the market to get drugs without even taking time out to check the manufacturing and expiring date.
Inform others, create awareness, publicity, let people know the dangers of these things and also how to eliminate their use.
It is hoped that this latest effort by NAFDAC will be effective in eradicating the practice of drug hawking and use of chemical to ripen fruits. Abosedi Adeniran, TVC News, Lagos.
Let's now turn to Taraba State, where the police has averted a clash between the supporters of the People's Democratic Party acting chairman Inuwa Bakari and that of the sacked state chairman Abubakar Bawa. The supporters of the embattled state chairman staged a peaceful demonstration against his removal by the State High Court, calling for the removal of Mr. Inuwa as the acting party chairman in the state. Correspondent Olabi Adedusi filed in this report and will return with business news.
The recent sacking of the People's Democratic Party state chairman in Taraba, Abubakar Bawa, is generating heat among the party's supporters. The political supporters of the embattled chairman have staged a protest over his removal by the State High Court. The group under the umbrella of PDP Youth Group barricaded the party secretariat, calling on the party supporters to unite and work for the overall interests of the party. The protest nearly led to a confrontation between the supporters of the acting party chairman Inuwa Bakari and the embattled party chairman before police dispersed them. Some of them shared their views with TVC News.
We are not agreeing with Inuwa Bakari, the PDP chairman. We are support Abubakar Bawa to continue with our state PDP chairman. That is all our Taraba state do. We are not agreeing what court did yesterday.
The State High Court decided on the controversy that is bedeviling the PDP in Taraba State after 2023 general election, that he is the authentic and legitimate acting chairman of PDP in Taraba State. By the determination of the court yesterday, Alhaji Abubakar Bawa was sacked to leave the office and never to claim that he is the party chairman in Taraba State.
It is expected that the PDP leadership in the state would use her internal mechanism to resolve the leadership crisis rocking the party before the rerun elections House of Assembly seat slated for October.